First of all, I would like to pay high respect to lecturers. Today, my team will present about the topic that you provide us to do in group Telegram. Our topic is work-life balance in a globalized world. In my team, we have two members. The first one is Bondatha and the second one is me, Singli. But I will cover all of the slide presentation for today because of Bondatha, she is busy with her personal tasks. Here are the table of our contents. The first one, introduction. Second, discuss the impact of remote work, flexible work arrangement, and discuss cultural differences on employee well-being and productivity. Third, conclusion and recommendation. And the last one is references. So about the introduction, work-life balance, it means that finding a good balance between your job and your personal life. And it's about the making sure you have enough time and energy, both work and other things that are important. But in this concept, it's talk about the HR. So work-life balance are employer-sponsored benefit program or initiative designed to help all employees balance work with home life. And work-life balance is very important because of some factors. The first one, employee well-being. It means that promoting work-life balance demonstrates that the organization value their employees' well-being and recognizes the importance of their personal life. And it helps them to maintain a positive work environment. Second, employees' health and productivity. It means that when employees have a healthy work-life balance, they are likely less to experience burnout and stress related to their health issues. So work-life balance reduce their absenteeisms and also boost their productivity and performance as well. The third, employee feel moral and motivation. It means that when employees feel support in achieving work-life balance, they experience higher moral and motivation. It can lead to increase the job satisfaction, loyalty, and creating the positive work culture. Last but not least, talent attractions and retention. It means that in today's competitive job market, work-life balance is a significant factor that potential candidates consider when they evaluate job opportunities. The next slide is discuss about the three main points. The first one, impact of remote work. Second, flexible work arrangement. And the last one, cultural difference on employee well-being and productivity. But I discussed the first one first. Is about the impact of remote work. Remote work, it refers to as the telecommuting or working from home. I can say that it is a type of employment arrangement where the workers carry out their tasks away from their typical office. And other things, remote workers have the options to work from any suitable locations, including their home or co-working space, rather than having to commute to a physical workplace. So here are some impacts of remote work. The first one is flexibility and work-life balance. It allows the employees to better balance their professionals and personals, either providing the ability to schedule work around their personal commitment. Second, environment impact. It means that the remote work have a positive effect on the environment. It contributes the sustainability effort and help combat the climate change as well. The third, increase productivity. It means that the remote work, they eliminate the office distractions and reduce the commuting related stress and provide the environment where employees can focus on their tasks well. And in additionally, the remote workers have the flexibility to create a work environment that suits with their preference to increase their productivity as well. And the last point, future of work, is mean that it focus about the revolution 4.0 and the COVID-19 pandemic as well. Like during COVID-19 pandemic accelerated an adoption of the remote work on a global scale. So remote work is likely to continue evolving and becoming a more prevalent and accept alternative to traditional work arrangements. The next point, discuss flexible work arrangement. A flexible work arrangement is referred to an alternative approach to the traditional 9 to 5 in office work schedule that allow employees to have more control and flexibility in how, when, and where they work. So here are some options that flexible arrangement include. The first one is flexible hour. It means that the employees have the freedom to adjust their start and end time within agreed upon limit, allowing them to better manage personal commitment and preferences. Second, remote work. Remote work means that the employees have the ability to work from home or remote work environments that allow them can be flexible in terms of the location and eliminated commuting time as well. Jump to compressed work week. It means employees work longer hours over fewer days, such as working 4 hours a day instead of 5 8-hour days. And this arrangement provide longer periods of the time off, such as having a 3-day weekends. Next, part-time work. It means that employee work fewer hours than the standard full-time and allowing for more time for personal pursuits or obligations outside of the work. Last but not least, job sharing. It refers to or more employees share the responsibilities and hours of a single full-time position, allowing for reducing work hours for each individual while still maintaining the continuity in the role. Here's the end of the flexible work arrangement, and I will discuss the last point is cultural differences on employee well-being and productivity. Cultural differences on employee well-being and productivity is mean that understanding the interplay between cultural differences, employee well-being, and productivity that require navigating a complex landscape. So here are some key aspects that intricate relationship. The first one, value divergence, but it's combined three. The first, individualism with collectivism, power distance, and the last, uncertainty avoidance. Second main point, work-life balance perception, and the last main point is communication and feedback style. So what does value divergence with its small key point? So the first one, individualism versus collectivism. It means that the individualistic culture prioritizes the personal goals and recognition, while collectivist culture value group harmony and cooperation. Next, power distance. It means that high power distance culture accept the hierarchical structure, while low power distance culture emphasize the equality and participative decision making. And the third one, uncertainty avoidance. It means that culture with high uncertainty avoidance prefer clear rule and job security, while the culture with low uncertainty avoidance are more flexible and acceptable to change. Second key point, work-life balance perception. It means that cultural variation in work-life balance perceptions impact employees' well-being and their productivity as well. Some cultures prioritize separating work hours and more vacation time. But in contrast, culture like the United States emphasize longer work hours and blur work personal life boundary. In this different affect employee well-being and work-life balance, focus on culture, experiencing lower work related to the stress and better overall well-being. And the last is communication and feedback style. It means that cultural difference in communication and feedback style impact the employee well-being and productivity. Direct communication is common in some culture like United States, while indirect communication is more prevalent in other like Asian culture. And feedback style is vary with direct and constructive value. In some cultures, and indirect feedback focus on preserving harmony in each other, reduce collaboration, and decrease productivity if not managed effectively. And the last point of our slide, conclusion and recommendation. Work-life balance program are employer-sponsored initiative designed to help employees balance work and home life. Work and flexible work arrangement offer flexibility and understanding cultural between their impacts on employee well-being and productivity is very crucial. While the strategy for achieve work-life balance is involved creating a healthy balance between professional responsibilities and personal life as well. So here are our reference. We have 6 reference. Thank you for your paying attention to our presentation. Thank you.